Welcome back, everyone. It's John, Wade Boggs fan. Well, I have another response video. This is for a contest being put on by BenchClear. They are celebrating their 4,000th subscriber. I believe they've only been created since June. Multiple different YouTube content creators have come together on that channel. Really enjoy some of the different content creators on BenchClear there, and they've reached 4,000 subscribers, so they're doing a contest. And since it is coming up on Thanksgiving, they wanted us to do a video talking about some of the friendships that we have developed through YouTube and this card community. And I've only been on YouTube creating content for YouTube for less than a year now. And while I have met or interacted with a lot of great YouTubers, I'm not sure yet as if I've created any lasting friendships yet. I know Tops 854018. We've talked on the phone a few times and exchanged some text messages, and the same with Mike, Baseball Collector. We've recently been talking on the phone a little bit, sending some texts back and forth, but nothing to yet the point where I feel I can truly call it. They're all friends, but really close friends. But with that said, and again, I hope that changes as I'm longer on YouTube, that I get to interact more, maybe outside commenting on videos with a lot of you YouTubers. Hopefully, if we have the National next year, I'll get a chance to meet a lot of you. But beyond the pure YouTube, there is one individual that I have become really good friends with, and it is through the hobby. So I'm going to make a connection here. He does have a YouTube channel, doesn't do a lot of content, but he has maybe a dozen or so videos on his channel, and I'll put a link down to his channel in the description. And his name's Rich Davis. And Rich and I first got connected back in 2012. I was lucky enough to be featured in one of the Beckett magazines for their Super Collector edition. And I saw that they were having opportunities, submit your information and they'll, see if they'll select you for the upcoming issue. So I said, why not? So I sent some information in, some pictures, and I was one of the ones chosen. And so that was back in 2012. And Rich saw the magazine and was looking through it and was like, wow, here's because he was a Wade Boggs collector. And so he's, wow, there's another pretty big Wade Boggs collector out there. And I had my contact information on there. I think maybe I put my email. And so, I don't know, shortly after that edition came out, I get this email from Rich saying, hey, I'm out in Chicago. I noticed you're in Pennsylvania. I'm a huge Wade Boggs fan. Nice to see another Boggs fan out there and stuff. And from there, we would, send an email back and forth, and then started texting, and then on the phone. And come 2015, when the National was out in Chicago, he lives just south of Chicago, I headed out there. I said, hey, I'll head out there first National, and I want to meet my friend Rich, who we had been, by that time, we were talking on the phone, texting pretty much every day, showing our, what we got in the mail and this and different things, and beyond Wade Boggs too. We would just have, general conversations about his work, my work, life, you name it. And so come 2015, I headed out to the National, stayed down near Rich, got to meet him for the first time in person. Great guy. And if you would see Rich, he works out, and he's a big boy. But while he may look mean and tough with all his muscles, he is just a down-to-earth, sweet, funny, and a bit crazy. And he'll understand that, because I'm a bit crazy too, guy. But he even invited me over to his house. I got to meet his, at that time, it was 2 daughters. They just had a their second child from Rich's second marriage, and so no, actually, it was their first daughter. Anyway, so yeah, I went out there in 2015, and he gave me a tour of his Boggs Tavern, which, and I've got some good compliments of my Boggs room here, and how full it is with Boggs memorabilia, and you name it. Think of that on steroids. Probably 3 times what this is he has in his Boggs Tavern. It is just truly amazing. So I had a chance to see that, and again, visit with Rich. We went into the show once or twice. I forget what it was with his work schedule, but anyway. So that was the first time I met him. And again, we continued our friendship when in the next year, in 2016, when we found out that the Red Sox were going to finally retire Wade Boggs' number. We were immediately on the phone saying, dude, we're going, let's go. And so we made plans. We got tickets right next to each other in the same section along third base, of course. And we stayed at the same hotel, and we just had a great time. We toured around Boston. We saw the Red Sox game with Wade getting his number retired, met up with a couple other Red Sox Wade Boggs collectors as well. And that was a fun time. But the friendship goes even beyond that. In 2018, when I got married for the second time, I asked Rich if he would be not my best man. My son was my best man, but part of the wedding party, one of my groomsmen. Not thinking that, he'd probably be able to go. Again, he's out in Chicago. It's a good 11-hour drive from where he is to where I live in central Pennsylvania. And so I asked him with the hopes that he would be part of my wedding, but understanding that he'd probably not be able to do it. Nope. Sure enough, he drove in to be part of my wedding, and it was really special. I was really, really touched that he would drive that far. And again, by that time, we had only met in person. That would have been 2 times. Out in Chicago first, and then in Boston for the Wade Boggs game. And so he came out in 2018 for my wedding, and we had just a blast. It was a great time. And then last year in 2019, when the National was back out in Chicago, I headed back out again. Rich and I hung out, and I've got to meet now his 2 daughters, and he has a son and daughter from a previous marriage, but now he has 2 daughters from his second marriage, and got to meet them. And Rich's father, who I met in Boston, he went out for the Wade Boggs game as well. So that was really fun. And we've even talked about, even my wife and Rich's wife, we follow each other on Facebook as well. And the 2 of them go back and forth with Rich and I's craziness with our collections and so on. In fact, we've even started to float the idea that maybe not next year, maybe the year after, the 4 of us going on vacation somewhere. So again, all this would not have happened if it wasn't for this hobby. Now, again, it wasn't directly through YouTube, but indirectly through my collecting, Rich's collecting, and our common craziness with Wade Boggs. We've become really good friends. So I hope that there are others that you have that are watching this, some friends that you have developed, whether it be directly through YouTube or the hobby in general. I think we're all blessed within this community here to have developed, even if you want to call it acquaintances, to friends, to really good friends. And that's what this is all about. That's why I do these videos, just to share my stuff, but also to watch other videos and comment on those videos. So with that said, I'm not sure if I'm going to be posting. I may be posting another video before Thanksgiving. There's yet another contest out there for a subscriber contest, so I want to enter that. But if this is the last video of mine that you watch before Thanksgiving, I really hope that you have a very happy and safe Thanksgiving, and that there are things that you can look at throughout this craziness of this year and be thankful for, because there are lots of things for us to be thankful for, even though this year for a lot of us hasn't been the greatest with everything going on. So with that, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.